most men will never optimize their testosterone because they're trying to fix testosterone while completely ignoring the body that makes it. They chase supplements, they scroll through Instagram reels, they buy whatever the hell they can buy just to make sure that they can optimize their testosterone. But they fail terribly because they just don't understand this one thing. If they look after themselves, which means their entire body, testosterone is going to improve in the process. See, testosterone is just one piece of the puzzle that we are trying to solve. It is not the entire puzzle. So, very first thing, what is testosterone? It is a very important hormone, especially in men, and it has got bunch of roles to perform in your body. It is not just a sex hormones. It helps you build muscle while also help you maintain lean body mass for the longer period of time. And there are a bunch of things, and it is a very important hormone, we all know. Now, the most next logical question is, how do we optimize it? Very first thing, if you're trying to optimize it, again, as I said, you have to look after yourself, which means you have to take care of your entire body. So very first thing I want to touch upon is sleep. Now, sleep is something that most of us are deficient of, and we for some reason we try to flex it, that yeah, I slept for 3 hours or 4 hours. But my friend, there is no reason why you should flex it. All right, there is no reason why you should flex it. If you are flexing it, then it just simply means that you are under recovered, and just because of the fact that you are under recovered, you are going to underperform. So prioritize your sleep. If your lifestyle does not permit you to sleep for straight 8 hours or 10 hours, then just observe your lifestyle. What are the things that you are doing throughout the day, and what are the blank space in your life which you can use in a meaningful direction? Perhaps you can sleep. If you have those spaces, use them. I'm pretty sure if you just observe yourself, you're going to figure out how to sleep. And there is nothing harm if you sleep in periods, like let's say you sleep for 4 hours in the night and you're going to sleep for 4 hours in the evening, because that's how your lifestyle is designed. Do that, all right? There's nothing going to be bad happening to you. So prioritize your sleep and make sure that you fix this sleep issue permanently. Now comes exercise. When it comes to exercise, you have to prioritize strength training. You have to understand strength training is your best friend, okay? And if you are doing unnecessary amount of cardio, or if you are into those marathons or long hours of endurance work, stop doing that. Because if you do that, you're going to mess around with your testosterone. And especially if you're an overweight man and you're trying to lose weight just by running on the treadmill, then you're shooting yourself on the foot. I'm serious. You're shooting yourself on the foot. So firstly, if you're overweight and you're trying to just run on treadmill, it has two drawbacks, major drawbacks. So first thing, you're going to hurt your joint in the process, and secondly, you are not going to do any justice to your testosterone. And if anything, you're just going to mess around with your testosterone. So don't do that. All right. Now comes to nutrition. Now when it comes to nutrition, you have to eat a diet which is nutritionally adequate. And when I say nutritionally adequate, I mean to say that a diet which is competent enough to provide you with all the important nutrients which your body needs for nourishment. So how do you make sure that you are having a nutritionally adequate diet? First thing, just get your blood work done. Get your blood work done and just see what are the nutrients that you are deficient or insufficient in. And if you find any of those, just make sure that you address your deficiency or insufficiency comprehensively. It can be through changes in food selection, or it can be via supplementation. Okay, do anything, I don't know, you do anything, but I don't want you to be deficient or insufficient in any nutrients. All right, so do that. And there are a few nutrients which I want you to pay a little closer attention to, such as zinc, vitamin D, omega-3 and creatine. Now creatine is something which is studied for better sperm quality and testosterone function. There is a hint in literature, and it is the most studied form of supplement which everyone should be having. So there is no harm, might as well have it, right? So these are the nutrients that I want you to pay close attention to, and if you find any insufficiency or deficiency, make sure you address them. Now comes your few hacks that I want to share with you, okay, when it comes to nutrition. So if you believe that high fat diet is going to make you fat, because high fat will make you fat, if your thinking is on those lines, then again you are shooting yourself on the foot. All right, you have to prioritize fat, which means, let's say if you are just having egg whites, don't have them. All right, just like, don't just have them egg whites. You should have at least 3 whole eggs post workout. And there is a study which communicates directly that people who just consume egg whites perform little not so good when it comes to testosterone and performance, but people who consume at least 3 whole eggs post workout, their performance was better. So have 3 whole eggs comfortably, you can have it. All right, and now there is a question that how many whole eggs do I need to consume. Now it totally depends upon the fact that how well you can tolerate dietary fat. But for most people who are reasonably athletic and they are doing some sort of workout, they can at least comfortably have 3 whole eggs, because if you don't have any whole eggs, you are going to suffer some problems which you don't want. So have them. Now there is something called as EDC that I want to discuss about. Now EDC stands for endocrine disrupting chemicals. Now these are the chemicals which interfere with your endocrine health, which means your hormonal health. All right, so your environment must support something which is EDC friendly. Now we can't make EDC zero, we can't make EDC exposure zero, and that is the only reason why we should make some deliberate efforts to minimize it with the best of our abilities. All right, so the most practical thing that you can do is just get rid of the plastics wherever you can. I see a lot of people heat their food with using plastic utensils or anything made of plastic. So don't do that. Don't store your foods on plastic containers. In fact, the most straightaway solution is that instead of using plastic bottles frequently, what you can do, you should opt for glass water bottle. All right, if not glass water bottle, you can opt for stainless steel, but stay away from plastics. It has got a lot of things like BPA, phthalates, and bunch of things which is very nasty for your health. All right, so don't do that. And there is something about your cosmetics as well. So if you use any cosmetics in your life, make sure that the EDC exposure is at least minimized, if not completely zero. So what you can do, we are living in the age of AI. So whatever soap or whatever cosmetics you use for your day-to-day life, just click a picture and send it to ChatGPT, Gemini, or do anything, and just ask them that what are the ingredients here which are potentially EDC, and what are the better alternatives. They are going to give you better alternatives right away. So use them. And if you are using fragrance every single day and you are using directly on your skin, don't do that. All right, so I understand you need to smell good, but if you are looking after yourself, which means you are exercising daily, you are taking bath regularly, you are wearing clean clothes, and you are doing most thing right, your natural body odor is not going to be nasty. Now if you are going for a date or anything which is very important and you really want to use some fragrance, use that. That's the occasional thing. But the central idea is that I don't want you to use any sort of fragrances on a daily basis. All right, you can avoid them. All right, so stay away from all of these things and follow whatever I have shared in this video. And I'm pretty much sure that if you implement everything, you are going to experience the creme de la creme level of the testosterone in your body. So do that. And if you have any confusion with anything, or you want to know about anything in particular, comment below and I'm going to address each one of those topics comprehensively. Thank you.